All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of We Got Your Vote. Today, we're going to discuss who would you pick, Omni Man or Homelander. We are asking about Marvel Phase 4, and we're going to get a little bit in your business about the COVID vaccines right here on We Got Your Vote. Here we go. All right, guys, remember, hit the like and subscribe button if you like what you see. And if you want to support the channel, remember you can always do that by going to streamlabs.com/T3medias/tips. 24 hours a day. I'm doing a fundraiser, trying to get a new microphone for somebody that I know who doesn't like to receive gifts, so don't spoil it. So if you guys want to help out with that, you know what to do. Go check it out. Hey, what's going on? How you
Hey, Chris. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here on this beautiful. When do we release this?
On this great Sunday morning, I guess.
I'm feeling easy like Sunday morning.
Exactly. I wish I could play that in the background without getting tagged. That would have been
play 8 seconds of it.
Yeah, 8 seconds of it. Easy. Well, that used to be my theme song. I wouldn't say like Sunday morning. I would just end it with I'm just easy. Yeah, that's just
heard that.
That's just I used to get around. Don't tell Joy. But like I said, guys, we always go through the community tab and we post some questions up and we get you guys to vote on it. Sometimes it's about something just off the top, just craziness, like what person who doesn't exist would do to this other person who doesn't exist. Or then sometimes it's like some serious questions, like, you know, what we're going on with our current situation with the pandemic. So we got your guys' comments, your votes, and we tallied them up, and we're going to discuss them right here, right now. So Miss Amy Newman, what was the first one?
Scenario. Omni Man and Homelander have been in a heated political, philosophical, and ethical argument. You walk in upon the exchange. They look towards you to settle the disagreement that you did not hear. You realize that if you pick one, the other may attack you. There's no assurance that the person you do pick will even protect you. Based on what you know of these two characters, from what you've seen so far on their Amazon Prime shows, whose side do you take on pure instinct?
And you, as a person who has neither seen The Boys nor Invincible, one, I must say I am shocked, because you would love Invincible, at least.
It is on my to-watch list. I feel like Omni Man's Invincible, correct?
Yeah, Omni Man is from Invincible, yeah.
I feel like, and I could be, just stop me if I'm totally off base here, I feel like I'd take Omni Man's side.
Just by the name?
Simply because of like what I know from The Boys. They're kind of unscrupulous characters, right? That's sort of their whole bag. So I feel like I'm in better company with Omni Man. That's my gut instinct from what I do know.
I don't want to say nothing because you haven't even started.
Does Omni Man suck too?
There's a reason why I pinned these. I didn't pin these two together based on who's stronger. I mean, what you saw a little bit from Homelander, you'll start to see some of those traits in this other guy too. So
I think, I'm also feeling pretty good about my pick here because 72% of our community said Omni Man, 28% said Homelander. So Omni Man seems like the clear favorite here.
I was shocked. You know what? I don't disagree. I think I responded to somebody else. I don't disagree with that, but I didn't think it was going to be that one-sided. I thought it might be closer, but hey, you know what? Homelander's a fucking crazy dude, man. He's freaking nuts. So I guess you want to pick your you're picking your poison. Like, would you rather be stabbed or shot? Would you rather be poisoned or drowned? Like, that's kind of like what you're picking with these.
Sure.
But so a couple of people had something to say about this, right? Wasn't there some?
Yeah, Superglue Hot Wings said, quote, Omni Man, if Homelander chooses to attack me, there's a small chance Omni Man might help. If I side with Homelander, I'll be dead regardless.
Right.
Nicholas Hodges says, because Homelander wouldn't attack me, he'd lose his sponsors.
I thought that was hilarious. I was like, yeah, because there are some people that could keep Homelander in check because Homelander needs to be loved. He has this thing about being liked and loved and admired. But at the same time, if he gets you alone and he can get away with murder, he probably would do it, so.
And Daryl C. said, have you seen the show? Omni Man wouldn't give a fuck. At least Homelander's from this planet.
See, now that's right there. There's the opposite one from the first commenter. So I want those two guys to get into a debate. That's the debate that I want to walk on, and then have to choose side, and then one of those guys would probably kick my ass for not picking them. But because that they're both right. It's like it's Sophie. I cannot wait until you watch Invincible, because I think you're gonna love it. Zaza Beetz. I love her, but I don't like her character. I'm gonna get into a debate on why I hate her character, but I love her. But I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll find out. Okay, what's the next? Thank you guys for voting on that and saying all those comments. And so that was funny. That was fun with you guys entertaining me on that scenario. But what's the next one?
We got Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 coming up. So we asked, which debut film are you most excited to see in theaters? 38% said Black Widow. Then we have 25% with Fantastic Four, 20% with Eternals, and 17% voting Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Are you looking? You saw the whole list of movies that they're planning on coming out with? Are you caught? Are you really caught up with any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff yet?
I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Like I missed a couple along the way, but I got the gist.
I'm really curious about this voting, because I'm thinking that the only reason why Black Widow won is because it's the next one. It's like, I'm going to vote for that one.
No, honestly, I would go with Shang-Chi. I was surprised that was so low. To me, that's the one that has looked most sort of intriguing and unique, and like something that might actually be worth like seeing in theaters. To me, Black Widow falls a bit into that. Like, I'm sure it'll be cool. I feel like it's going to be kind of on par with stuff we've seen already.
Right. And we've gotten all those trailers with Black Widow and everything, but we did get a trailer for Shang-Chi. We did get a teaser trailer for Eternals. Fantastic Four is still theoretical, because it's way down the line, and nothing's been shot yet. Nobody's been cast yet, well, that we know of. So how the hell did it beat Eternals and Shang-Chi, something that we actually got a trailer from?
I guess just name recognition.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, I'm curious. I heard online that what if the Fantastic Four or the X-Men replaces the place where the Avengers, how we have this movie, single movie, and then boom, the Avengers. Like, will Fantastic Four be that end piece?
I feel like no, because that would imply that we're getting individual movies about each member of the Fantastic Four, which I cannot see happening.
Right.
At least not right now.
Right.
Unless that movie does bananas good. Like they finally make a good Fantastic Four movie and it blows up as the next big franchise. But
right. They could make that happen, I think, with X-Men. There's so many of them, maybe.
X-Men would make more sense as individual
a Wolverine
characters,
movie,
at least getting their spin-offs. Yeah.
Exactly. And then boom, X-Men. They get together.
Yeah. That would have more.
That would make more sense.
More traction, I think, with an audience.
Not a lot of comments on it. Only 2 people really commented on it. Joaquin Donoso, he said none. And then Zine Magnetic, if I'm saying that right, said none. Honestly, both of these people said none. They all look equally bad, but there's a tiny buzz around Black Widow, but no one I know is even talking about these things. I mean,
there is a definite, I kind of want to hang, with most Marvel, it's I'm not saying I won't watch it. If I'm shelling out movie theater pricing, I need to get some good buzz before I go, unless it's we're kind of starting back from square one a little bit, just in terms of the hype train. It's yeah, of course I saw the last Avengers movies in theaters, because at that point you just knew you were going to be missing out on too much
on an event. Exactly.
And even just for me, it really did quickly become well, dang, I don't care that much, but I care enough that I'd be bummed if I heard all the big spoilers. So
right. Exactly. And you don't get those stakes with Black Widow. It's set in the past.
We know where she ends up.
You know, exactly. You know, so it's like, that was a cool story. I know how it ends.
Mm-hmm. No, and I think it's cool. I'm glad she's finally getting her movie. Like, she's a cool character, and I think,
But I thought that sucked, though. She's finally getting her movie, but it's like there's an asterisk on it because it's like so far set in the past. She died, and I would have rather I wouldn't mind this movie if she was still alive, and then a sequel would be going forward.
It definitely eliminates some of the stakes, doesn't it? Of like, well, I know they can't kill her. I know they can't, do anything super that would alter anything we know. So it just really limits what you can do with her.
Unless they did kill her and it was a scroll all along, those shapeshifters from Ms. Marvel. I mean, from Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's it. It's the Marvel fake death cinematic universe. She's gonna
gotta love it. The fake death cinematic universe.
It is. Everybody comes back. Oh my God, Spider-Man! I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. You're back. Fake death. All right, what's the
fake death?
What's the
Nothing means anything if we can just bring people back to life.
We have the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness coming, so who knows how many deaths they're gonna erase. Hey, we just opened up a Multiverse of Madness, and look who's back. It's Iron Man. Woo!
Yeah,
he's younger.
I doubt they'd undo that one, but a lot of it does just feel like, why do I care that you killed this character if I know they're probably coming back?
There's still 3 more movies in his contract, and the studio loves him, so he's coming back. What's the last one we got?
Finally, taking a little sojourn away from media, we asked, which vaccine have you taken? 20% said Pfizer, 16% got Moderna, only 3% is rocking that single shot on the J&J. 38% said not taking any of the vaccines. Boo, get Joy in here to yell at them. And 25% said none of the above, but they intend to.
Yeah. So at least the number of neither but I will is close to the not going to do it at all. I'm still shocked. That would just add to the I guess to the other 3
so
to
we're
5.
We're looking at about what 64-36.
Yeah, so it looks like the majority of you guys are either got it or plan on getting it. And hey, look, I mean, I understand. I mean, they put microchips, and the reason why I entertained this question is because if we want things to start getting back to normal, I want people to be healthy. I want the movie theaters to open up again. But if we don't, if we don't all, chip in and do our part, then it's just going to delay these things even further. I heard that California, I heard that now they're starting to lift some of the restrictions over there.
That's the thing. Yeah, they're talking. I mean, the CDC, we are filming this on Thursday, and the CDC just came out today and essentially said, if you are fully vaccinated, you don't really need to be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
These vaccines are just bananas impressive. Like, it just, to me, it's such an insane, like, how do you not look at this as just one of the greatest, like, medical miracles of our time?
I like the way you said
and thank
vaccine.
God, like, it wasn't rushed. They had been working on mRNA vaccines,
right,
and that we were able to use. And honestly, that technology is probably going to help us start figuring out how to cure cancer and all this insane stuff. Like, the implications of this are just so huge and so exciting. So when people look at that and go, I don't wanna, it infuriates me, but I will try to not get angry because that doesn't make good entertainment.
I mean, just at the end of the day,
not that kind of show. I know.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're one of those guys who's like, I'm not taking the vaccine because the government and the microchips and all, wait, dude, get the fuck away from me. Get out. You're not invited to the cookhouse. I'm like, no offense. I might disagree with you, but I defend your right to have your opinion. But get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. No, I had a friend saying, and I agree with her. She's like, I will be choosing to not associate. That is your right. I will be choosing not to closely associate with people who choose not to get the vaccine.
I have a letter from my doctor that says I don't have to wear a mask when I come into this Starbucks and order my latte. And you have to honor that. Like, no. Well,
the thing is, some people, like, I do know people who have legitimate medical exemptions, and it's so maddening that it's like they have to be more on their guard because people won't just get the shot when they can.
Yeah. But I mean, but I'm talking about the ones who think that, I mean, what from what you know of, from the people who do have medical exemptions, what trumps what? The private company who has the right to refuse service to anyone for any reason, or that person's card.
Well, here's what I think a lot of people don't understand about the medical exemption thing. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. This is all just, you know,
I'm
my
not a
loose
doctor. I just play one
understanding.
on TV.
Right. This is my loose understanding of the situation. Yes, stores need to have some degree of ability. Like, let's say you have a medical exemption. You are, for whatever reason, physically incapable of wearing a mask, physically incapable of getting the vaccine. Stores do not, like, might have to still serve you, but that just means, like, and what these, you know, people going in without a mask, they're like, well, I still get to shop in Costco. It's like, no. And you usually in these videos, you hear them, you know, the manager, whomever, going, if you would like to step outside, we can deliver your groceries, or your, you know, we can deliver this curbside to you. We can this, that, or that doesn't mean you just get to come in the store.
Right.
They have to have workarounds for you, and most places do, but that doesn't mean you get to just endanger other people. So
I agree, and I find it funny how half of it, and I don't want to spend, I'm sorry guys, we're getting so serious on it, but I find it entertaining too. I find it entertaining that half of these people, or most of these people who do make these scenes, are fighting for rights and stuff. I'm not going to be oppressed, and you're not going to tell me what to do, but yet you're going into another person's place or space, or their workplace, or the place that they own, and you're going to tell them what they are going to do for you. Yeah. It's like okay, like, so like, which you're fighting for freedom, but yet that store owner is not free to implement the rule.
No, listen, you can do whatever you want. Stores have the right to reserve service or to refuse service to anyone for pretty much any reason.
Yeah. But like you said, it's just easier to, like, guys, if you guys are that pressed about it, like, don't join the military. Like, I didn't join the military. I worked for the military. You think I had a choice on what they shot me up with before they put me in that war zone? No, I did not have a choice. If I wanted to work there and make the money that I was making, I don't know what was in those syringes, but they tax-free money. Do you want it or not? Okay. I have to take the shot. The military. All
right. Well, this got heavy. So which of the Avengers do you think would be least likely to take the vaccine?
Right. Which one of the Avengers? That's a good question. Damn it. There's the question. Hey, I'm going to post that up later on.
I'm going to say Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, he's not taking that vaccine.
Exactly. No, I think that's the right answer.
That's the right answer. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one to start with. I'm gonna have to think on it. But hey, I'm gonna put that bold letters is probably the graphic is right there below on the screen. That's the question for the rest of the week, guys. Do your homework. Put it in the box below. Amy wants to know which one of the Avengers or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hey, let's go DC as well. Would be against vaccines. I'm willing to bet it's mostly going to be villains that would probably be against it. But Rocket Raccoon is an awesome answer. So yeah, do that for us.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to die on that hill. I'm pretty sure.
Rocket Raccoon, like, fuck that.
Yeah.
All right, but he's got such a sad, experimental past. That's probably why. Nobody's ever putting that syringe back in me again. So that was a good answer. Way to spin it back to the positive, man. That was great, guys. Do the safe thing. If you haven't already, get your vaccine, because we were trying to prevent this damn thing from mutating. I want the movie theaters to open up again, and let's all get back to normal. But hey, if you want to exercise your rights to refuse, you're not coming to my house. So I'll just leave you at that. And I got some good food over here. I throw a real good party, man. Okay, come on. So let's all be safe. Let's take care of each other, guys. That's all I got to say about that. If you want to reach out, if you want to yell at me for being a sheep who listens to Big Pharma, you can yell at me at Chris Fagan 1980 on Twitter or Instagram. And Amy, where can they reach out to you to give you that answer of who would not take the vaccine in the MCU or the DCU?
Please don't speak to me, but I'm on Instagram at amy.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_Newman. Go get your vaccine. You get a sticker, you get a donut. It's good times. I promise.
I like that.
I've been doing things lately. Highly recommend.
You're like, if you don't want to speak to me, you cannot speak to me at.
Yeah, you can observe from an appropriate distance. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Okay. Now I get what you're saying. Okay, makes sense. All right. Yeah. Be safe. Be kind to one another out there, guys. Have fun. And then look out for Omni Man and Homelander, because those guys are freaking crazy guys. All right, that's the show. I appreciate you. There's another episode of We Got Your Vote. Keep looking at that community tabs for We Got Your Mail, We Got Your Vote, and keep talking with us. We love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you want to help us with that fundraiser, because I'm trying to do a little something for somebody who's going to remain anonymous, who doesn't like to receive gifts. So this is my workaround to make that happen. It helps improve the show in a little way. So thank you guys for your support. And until next time, guys, peace.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
That's the thing, is Chris stays steady with this, guys, and I was good about that like years ago, but now, I mean, and me and Chris usually talk a couple times a day, but at night we just get, at least me, he's good because he edits and he's always doing this crap, but me, I'm like, let's get some chicken.